What's up, party people? We've made chashu before, and chashu is like, you dive into a bowl of ramen and there's this huge chunk of pork just waiting for you, and it's really special. It's delicious. And what if you took that same chashu and you made it the same way, and then you put it in a Cubano? Does that sound insane to you? A little bit. And also, I promise you, it's one of the most delicious things you will ever have. I cannot wait to show you how to make it. Shouts to Orkin, as always, for the incredible tips, tricks, and suggestions on how to make porky goodness even better. So let's get into it.
Right, so we're going to take about 4 cloves of garlic and crush those and then just roughly chop them into halves. And from there we're going to take, I would say, a couple tablespoons of ginger, and you're going to peel that, and then again just a rough chop. We're only using this to braise the pork, so it's not super important that it's perfect. And then we're going to put into a large Dutch oven about 2 pounds of pork belly, along with half cup soy sauce, a third cup usukuchi soy sauce, about a quarter cup mirin, a squirt of shirodashi, a squirt of fish sauce, and then your garlic and your ginger. Then I also added a tablespoon of honey as well for a little bit more sweetness. Then you're going to take this over and fill the pot until the pork is entirely submerged in the braising liquid. Once this is submerged and everything is stirred together, go ahead and put this over on your oven and set this to medium-high heat until you get it to a rolling boil. And then you're going to skim the scum out. Make sure that you just have a nice clear braising liquid. Cover that and braise for 2 to 4 hours, depending on how much time you have and how fork tender you want and how much you want this pork to just disintegrate when you eat it. Once this has been sufficiently braised, I transferred it to a baking sheet and baked it at 425 for about 10 minutes. And you really want to roast this until the fat starts to render just a little bit and bubble, and you get a nice, I don't want to say crust, but a little bit of color to it. And then from there, you're going to put your pork into a heat-safe container, add the braising liquid, and then chill this at least overnight until it's ready to rock and roll. Now we're going to make some quick MSG pickles. So just slice your cucumbers into planks because that is the correct pickle shape. I'm sorry, you're just wrong otherwise. Put that in a mason jar along with some whole peppercorns. The whole peppercorns will come after you play a really aggressive game of cucumber Tetris and realize that you hate Tetris. Add your peppercorns, and then you're going to combine a cup of water with a cup of white vinegar, a pinch of MSG, and then about a tablespoon of sugar and a tablespoon of salt. You'll bring this to a boil over your stove. And once this is boiling, pour that into your mason jar with your cucumbers. Seal the mason jar lid, and then let this come down to room temperature, just sitting out. And after that, you can fridge as long as you'd like. From here, we're going to make a quick garlic mayo. So Kewpie is the only option here. And then into your Kewpie, about a cup's worth, you're going to grate 4 cloves of garlic. And then you're just going to whip that together so you have a nice even distribution of your garlic. And now it is time to chop our pork that rested overnight. And you can just see how it falls apart. It's insane. Take a nice hero roll, split that open down the middle, and then you're going to coat one side with your garlic mayo, and then the other side with mustard of your choice. I like a spicy brown here, but you could use anything you want, except maybe ballpark. Don't use ballpark. Don't ever use ballpark. Then takes a few of your MSG pickle planks, and then add as much or as little pork as you'd like. Again, you want a lot. Some Swiss cheese, and then we're going to take this sandwich, close it up, and put it on a skillet over low to medium low heat. You want this to be on there for a while so that it has time to both brown the sandwich and melt the cheese. So you're going to press it down with a chef's press, or Ivan Orkin actually recommends a brick wrapped in aluminum foil, so whatever you happen to have on hand. But you're just going to keep flipping this until the cheese is melted, the sandwich is nice and crispy, and you have something with a cross section that is just divine. And then it's time to dig in.
Okay, y'all, so that is how you take probably the most important topping in ramen, pork chashu, and then you turn it into this, just this crazy Cubano. Oh my God, it smells so good. You have the garlic mayo, you have the MSG pickles, you have the chashu, you have the delicious bread, you have the Swiss cheese, you have the mustard, you have all the things you want in a Cubano. And instead of just plain old ham, you have incredible tender soy marinated pork that will blow your socks off. So make this, and just to reinforce how much you want to make this, I'm gonna take a bite. Oh my gosh. It's one of the best things I've ever made. That's all there is to it. Go make it. I'm just gonna eat this now. Bye.